minimum 1,000, because we are gonna change the tides, turn the tides. We are gonna turn the tides of American leftism. We are going to turn the tides of the CPUSA. This is our media campaign. This is our first campaign. You understand? Go like this fucking tweet. Go like this fucking tweet now. Go like it now. Now let me explain. There's enough people here to explain. Why is this tweet so fucking important? Let me explain it to you. This is the tweet. This is the tweet. Okay, the pathetic, only 400? What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? You guys are gonna let him win? You're gonna let that person win? Apparently they don't go by he, him, even though that's how they present. And they go by nya, nyam. I don't know what that is, so I'm just gonna say they. Apparently. But let me ask you a question. What do you think inspired Infrared's aesthetic? Let me show you a fucking video from the origin of Infrared. The very fucking origins of our fucking group and our fucking channel. If you don't think it's important. This is in October 2020. So let me tell you what happened. Around September or October, okay? Around September or October, someone shared this image from Wennan. September, October. Guess what happened? We were on Twitter, our group, the Infrared Collective. And we saw this image on Twitter, right? For the first time. And we were so taken aback by it. We were just like, oh my God, this is what American communism has to be. But guess what? The response to this image on left-wing Twitter in September and October was overwhelmingly negative. Everyone was hating on it. And I'm going to show you some of the typical responses. Oh my God, it's the same thing with red flags. Oh my God, it's a dystopia. I want to burn it all down. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. And they hate it even more than Nazi Germany. And we the Infrared people, we were so fucking disgusted at the response to this tweet. Like, we already hated the American left, but their response to this image, that in October, September, we were so fucking disgusted by it. And we just felt internal, we said, we need to give this justice. Because this is beautiful. This is a beautiful new aesthetic. And the people who hate on this, it's everything wrong with the left. Everything wrong with the American left. The fact that people hate it is everything wrong with the American left. So what did we do? Let me show you what we did. We literally emailed the guy who made it, Wennan, to have him on our show. This is October 2020. To interview him. So we could talk, so we could give it justice. Because we believed in it so much. We literally fucking emailed the guy to bring him on. And this guy doesn't talk to anyone, dude. He doesn't interview anyone. But he decided to interview us because Ezra speaks Chinese and could talk to him. And we brought him on because we believed so much in his drawings and his aesthetic. This was our style. This is what we believed in. People's punk, big industrial punk. Right? And this was the fucking foundation of Infrared. Our aesthetic. We fucking molded our entire aesthetic to fit and be worthy of this fucking vision. Where the fuck do you think CPUSA 2036 comes from? You think I pulled that out of my fucking ass? This image by Wennan is called it's called it's called China 2098. You see it? 2068 to 2098. Where do you think CPUSA 2036 came from, huh? The whole fucking point is that we need the party to be reborn by 2036 so that by 2068 it'll seize power, and by 2098 this image will become real life. Where the fuck do you think our entire fucking brand came from? It came from Fan Wennan and this image. But now I've grown. Infrared, I've grown. I have fucking grown to such a fucking huge level. I have made such a fucking impact on the left, and this is now my measurement. Now, instead of despairing like we, the Infrared Collective, we were despairing, dude, in August, September, whenever, we were so fucking depressed to see all the responses to this image. But now we're big enough to turn the tides and make a difference. This time, I'm not gonna let them win this time. This time, we're gonna fucking win. We're gonna turn the fucking tides of CPUSA. We're gonna fucking turn the tides of the fucking left. We need to get this to 1,000 fucking likes, because this is our cultural revolution for the American left. And I'm going to explain the beauty, the grace, and the subtlety of this image and what it means and why it's so fucking important. Thank you, Mercurial Adam. Appreciate it. I'm going to explain to you why it's so fucking important. We, the Infrared Collective, we did not always appreciate the significance of Chinese socialism. We arrived there as a process of years and years of study and reflection, and we finally arrived at the wisdom and the truth and the profundity of socialism with Chinese characteristics, right? They want to debate. Tell them to get in the Discord. I'm going to fucking debate them. But I'm going to finish my speech first. We did that. And we realized that communism and socialism, we went to the fucking origins. We fucking were doing this intense, in-depth theorizing every fucking day. And we came to the realization, finally, we wanted to go back to socialism, utopian and scientific. And we realized that every single conception of socialism that exists in the West is fucking, it's not even utopian. It's literally based on personal pathological fantasies. They want to turn the world into their personal fantasy. At least with utopianism, you had people with huge, grand, audacious plans that they were serious about implementing to change the world. And as mistaken as that was, the left's conception of communism or socialism is even worse than utopianism, because it's based on perversely trying to force your personal fucking fantasies on the fucking world. Okay? The whole point of images like this is that it reflects the maturity that the development of the forces of production, the development of aesthetics, the development of taste, and the development of history at large proceeds objectively and in a way that is discontinuous from subjective personal fantasy. Which means communists are not here to fucking wipe everything off the map and create, you know, enact perversely their fucking fantasies. Communists are not fucking here to make Chaz nationwide. And keep in mind, a lot of this was our big critique of Chaz, right? The whole fucking point is saying, oh, this is just the same thing with red flags. Yeah, but what is the same thing? The same thing is the objective essence of the forces of production. Yes, it is the real forces of production unleashed. We're not creating an alternative world. We're not creating an alternative fucking reality. We are here to unleash and lead the actual objective development of the forces of production. That's the whole fucking point of communism. The point of communism is not to impose your personal fantasy about how society should be organized. It is to allow something that already exists and is developing in reality to be unleashed. That's the fucking point of communism. You understand? That's the fucking point. We're not fucking here to impose our specific aesthetic taste. The whole fucking reason why this is our aesthetic is because this is an aesthetic that is forged and fucking tested and based in reality. We are acknowledging this is an aesthetic that includes a piece of objective reality. A piece of objective reality in it. The whole point of Van Wennan's drawings is the Hegelian reconciliation. Or if you want, the Marxist reconciliation. It's the same dialectic reconciliation of insight, of freedom as insight into necessity. Freedom is not arbitrarily imposing your specific personal fantasies on the world. It's insight into the necessity that already exists in reality. You understand? You're supposed to be at peace with the world. You're supposed to be at peace with the world and be reconciled with the objectivity of the world. Now, the fucking difference is that opportunists will come and interpret that to mean that politically speaking, we have to submit to the prevailing political order. But the whole fucking wager of socialism or communism is that the current political order is not reconciled with the forces of production and is getting in the way of the development of the forces of production. That's the fucking point. Yes, I will debate him, but we're getting more into it. We're going to get more into it. Now, look what happened. Let me tell you what fucking happened. And by the way, after telling you guys all of that, look at how fucking disgusting this is. Only 437 likes. Wow. We're not even halfway there to the goal. We're not even halfway towards our fucking goal. Unfucking believable. Unfucking believable. We're not even halfway there. Unfucking believable. You're gonna let these people win when the whole fucking point is that we need to turn the fucking tides. We need to turn the fucking tides. This is our flag in the ground. We are making this statement. We're not gonna keep losing. We're not gonna keep being fringe and marginal. We at Infrared, if we wanted to be fucking fringe and marginal, we would have never gone fucking public. We went public because we believed in you, the real ones, the OGs, are out there, but you just don't have anyone representing your voice. You need to be tough enough to embrace what you fucking believe in your fucking stomach, in your fucking heart. Go fucking like this. We're not gonna let them fucking win. We're not gonna let these fucking people win. We're not gonna let these fucking people win. Let me show you what fucking happened. 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 This was the first one. This was the first one. I hate this image so much. It's everything wrong with the American communist movement and communist movements in the West in general. What? What? They're saying something that has no representation in the Western left in general? That's what you hate about the fucking communist movement in the West? Is you want it to be more like how it is now? You want it to be more fucking perverted and disgusting? That's what you want? How? Show me what communist movement epitomizes the spirit of this image, and I will dedicate my life to them. They want it to be even more than like how it is. They want it to be even more out of touch with the people, out of touch with reality, and fucking separated from the real world. They didn't take enough. They did not take enough. Chaz was not enough for them. Chaz was not enough. They want more and more and more until we have fascism, until we have the revival of the Nazis. That's how far they want to fucking go. And if you don't think these people are fucking Nazis, you don't fucking know the history of fascism. Nazis and fascists were literally the same way as these fucking perverted extremist people who want to just completely abolish everything. Ah, yeah! That these fucking people, they're fucking sick in the fucking head. They're perverts, they're anarchists, the fucking Nazis, Hitler, Mussolini, they were the same fucking mental pathology. And you want to know what, guys? If you fucking think I'm lying, that third position community that's always fucking biting my ankles is literally allying with these fucking anarchists and these Trotskyists and ultra leftists to attack me. They literally formed an alliance against infrared. They literally created an actual red-brown Nazbol alliance against me. The fucking catboy anarchists and neo-Nazis fucking allied. Yes, Hitler was a fucking anarchist. I fucking explained this last time. I explained to you the connection between fascism and anarchism. I explained to you the fucking fact that all fascism were anarchists, Chaz people that the ruling class appointed to power and they let them do whatever the fuck they wanted. That's what fucking fascism was. Imagine if the ruling class, Silicon Valley, appointed the leader of Antifa chapters to be the fucking leaders of this country and just let them loose, the hired thugs, to do whatever the fuck they want. That was fascism. That was literally what fascism was. You think Hitler was some fucking conservative? He was a fucking anarchist pervert who wanted to fucking completely abolish everything to his liking. And big business and the fucking bankers put him in fucking power and let him do whatever the fuck he wanted, and he turned Germany into a crazy killer clown house. And that's what these people want to do in America. They're the same psychotic type of people. Fascism and anarchism are the same thing. They're the same fucking thing. They literally are the same thing. They have the same relationship of unhappy consciousness to society. Let me show you some more of these fucking responses. Look, the whole point of China, and all these people are mocking it. Oh my God, so this is your end goal? This is your final end goal? Do you think Marx and Engels talk about end goals? Communism is literally just the process of eternal development of the fucking productive forces. Marx and Engels wrote that eventually, and they didn't specify when, that certain features of our society would dissolve and wither away. But they did not fucking say there's a magical end goal where we're all satisfied and happy and there's no more work, no more struggle, no. The fucking pace at which a society transforms is different than the pace at which you have personal discontent with society and want to mold society to personally satisfy you. Fucking idiot. It's the whole fucking point. You think there's end goals in communism? You think there's some fucking end goal? There isn't. There's no fucking end goal. Look at this. This is one of the responses. This is the main response. America. Oh, America, communist. Yeah! But you think you know what the material basis and essence of America is because you're fucking arrogant. You don't. All you know is the American superstructure. You don't know the actual content of America. You think you know. You think it's resolved in your head, but it's not. It's unfinished fucking business. You don't know what America is. That's the fucking point. You don't know what it even is. The whole point is that America needs to be discovered through a process of development. And it's so fucking stupid. Like, yeah, that's the point. Yes, the whole point is that communists need to lead America so that the state functions in the interests of the people. Because it doesn't do that right now. That communists need to lead America to develop the productive forces in America, uplift the American people. Like, what is missing? How is that fucking ironic? How are you laughing and making a meme of this like you're making a point here? How are you making a point here? What point are you fucking making? What do you think? So for you, it's America, and then replace this with the big rock candy mountain pulled out of someone's ass, and he would soy face at that. A fucking make-believe imaginary world that will never exist. Hold on, we have a fucking dumbass in the chat. You want to know what's sickening, guys? You want to know what's... We're gonna go over more of these replies because it's sickening and disgusting to me. Sickening and disgusting to me. Let me show you this. Yeah, here's the one. Here's the one. My face when people's settler colonial surveillance state? You want to know the fucking irony of this, guys? And they're all calling me a Browderist, an American exceptionalist, and an imperialist. Who drew this image? Who fucking made this image? Do you know who fucking made this image? You want to guess who made this fucking image? No, not this image, the one he's replying to. Do you want to know who made this image? They're accusing me of being a settler colonialist over this image. Do you want to know who made this fucking image? Literally, not only a Chinese artist living in China who graduated from Beijing's Central Academy of Fine Arts, literally the most prestigious art fucking university in China. That's who made this image. And you want to know why? Because, and if you listen to Chinese communists and you listen to people from China, they literally tell Americans, yeah, that's your flag. Be patriotic. You fucking live in America. That's your flag. What do you mean you want to burn the American flag? That's your flag. Can you be a fucking patriot and not a cuck? You live in America. That's your flag. You're an American. Be a patriot. You think Chinese communists are out here telling people, no, don't be a patriot, atone for the sins of settler colonialism, and don't have American flag. They fucking think that shit is stupid as fuck, and they fucking associate it with the imperialist deep state and with Biden. Dude, if you told a Chinese communist that, oh, actually, communism is against patriotism, they'd be like, huh? What the fuck are you talking about? You're telling me communism's against patriotism? Our whole history, our whole Chinese history is based on the patriotic war of China against Japan. It's based on Chinese patriotism. The whole fucking reason the Communist Party got to power. The fuck are you talking about? Communism is against patriotism. If you're an American communist, yeah, you have to be fucking patriotic. You have to have American flags. Of course you fucking do. That's your country. That's literally what they say and what they'll tell you. Fucking Mao talked about it all the time. Despite all these Maoists in America look, when did Mao ever talk about settler colonialism? Name one fucking time Mao said you should burn American flags and that America cannot exist as a country. 1776 was a mistake. That's the thing. All of these fucking leftists are literally just servants of the fucking British Empire. That's all they fucking are. It's not that they're siding with the indigenous people against the settler colonial state. They're siding with Britain and its legacy against the American Revolution. But they chose the wrong fucking ideology. And I'll tell you why they chose the wrong fucking ideology. Every communist in history was fucking influenced by 1776. Mao himself, his personal fucking idol was George Washington. It's not even just Lincoln, right? A lot of times lefties, they say, oh, we like Lincoln, not Washington. No, Mao's personal fucking inspiration was George Washington. And Mao was so I want to be out here saying, oh no, it's a settler colonial state. Fucking get over it, you fucking liar. Oh, it's settler colonialism. That doesn't fucking mean anything, dumbass. You don't speak for fucking indigenous people. You're not fucking indigenous. You don't speak for, like, the 1% of America that's still indigenous. Oh, you're saying you're adopting your entire political strategy based on something that happened 500 years ago. Get the fuck out of my face. 1619 Project my fucking ass. It's all a fucking Democrat con to keep the Democrats in power. That's all it fucking is. Fucking aristocratic academics, lumpen petite bourgeois academics, professional managerial class type fucking people are out here. They are using 1619. They are using the phrase settler colonialism, not because they're fighting for indigenous rights against white Americans. Here's the con, guys. Here's the fucking whole scam and the whole fucking con game. And I'm gonna fucking expose everything right now. This is their class war as professional managerials and as the upper middle class in the cities. This is their form of genocidal war against the American rural flyover states. They're both white. They're both white. They're both ethnically the same. They both have the same national origin. It's just that one is of a different class than the other, and they're using this ideology of settler colonialism. They're using that as a form of class warfare against the American people. Oh, you didn't think about that, huh? Oh, no. I'm not denying settler colonialism. Let it be known that me, Haz, I do not deny settler colonialism. But you want to know where you find settler colonialism? You find it in the neighborhoods the leftists live in, because they're fucking gentrifiers. They go and gentrify neighborhoods and kick out the poor people who can't afford rent because of the rising rents, and they're colonizers, they're settlers. Leftists are the biggest settler colonialists in this fucking country. The same people who talk about settler colonialism are literally the only settler colonial class in this fucking country. There's only one settler colonial class in this country, and it is the professional managerial, academics, lumpen, fucking type of degenerate people who run away from their suburban paradises, and they go and fucking colonize minorities, communities, and other communities, and fucking kick those people out because they can no longer afford the price of living. I just exposed the whole fucking con game for you. The whole fucking con game. Didn't Marx and Engels praise the American project in their writings? Of course they did. Yes, they did. Of course they fucking did. What do you think? You think Marx and Engels believed in this garbage that they're talking about? We're not even at 500 likes. We're not even at 500 likes. We're not even at 500. And we need to get to 1,000. If we want to turn the tides of the culture war, we need minimum 1,000. Minimum 1,000. Minimum 1,000. That's the minimum. We might even need more. We might even need more than 1,000. Minimum 1,000 likes. I literally remember talking to the other infrared people, and we were literally bitching in despair. We were like, oh my god, dude, look at how much this image was being ratioed, and look at how much it was badly received. But now that I'm in the position of influence and power that I'm in, I'm gonna do everything in my fucking power to give this image justice, to redeem this fucking image, and make images like this the aesthetic of the American left. I will fight tirelessly, never again. I will never go back to the fucking point in time where I was despairing, depressed, and bitching because of all of these fucking American leftists who were shitting on this beautiful fucking image. Now, we're gonna turn the fucking tides. This image is gonna get 1,000 fucking likes. We are changing the game. We are changing the game. We're gonna change the game. I'm not going back. I'm not going back to being a spectator watching the destruction of any semblance of a real left in America. I'm not going back to that time in last year when we, the infrared people, we had no voice, no way to intervene. We couldn't do anything about it. We literally would talk to us. We'd be like, man, is America just fucked? Do we just have to sit back and watch this country get fucked? There's no hope. Look at this fucking left. There's no fucking hope. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that now. Now, I can make a difference. Now I do have hope. I do have hope now because I know our people are out there. You are our people. You are the people we were looking for. It's a fucking love story like The Notebook. You are our long lost lover. We have been waiting for you. We didn't even know you guys existed. And now we do. And now we do. But we need you to do your fucking part. Because like I said, you don't have to give us money. It's all free. We don't have paywalls at all. All you have to do, if infrared means anything to you, if it means anything to you, go like this fucking tweet. Go like this fucking tweet. Go like this fucking tweet. If you are our people, go like this tweet. This image is literally the reason why we exist. This is literally what inspired. Guys, before, Infrared used to be a small, tiny podcast where we'd bring people on and talk to them. We never had ambition. This is what inspired us, dude. This is what inspired us, man. This is what inspired us to go bigger, because we're like, fuck, man. In China, they get it. They have the vision. If they have the vision in China, we can bring that vision here. We could do something powerful. It's just that no one's doing it. No one's stepping in and doing it. This is what inspired us, man. It's why we're here. You don't understand the importance of this. Let me show you more of these quote tweets so you can get an idea of why we were so depressed. These people literally just want what we have now, but with a different flag. And this is a guy who will never understand dialectics in his life. He will never understand the contradiction between form and content, and the fact that there's a discontinuity between them. He will never understand the fact that the essence of what really is real is different than the prevailing form given to it. Which means, yes, a communist future is going to look a lot like our present reality. Of course it is, because there's aspects of our present reality that are actually real. They're not premised and based on an ideological conspiracy. The reason we use concrete for buildings is not because an ideological conspiracy of settler colonial capital. It's because you need to fucking use concrete to keep a building together for now. The reason you have sidewalks isn't because of a conspiracy by capital. It's because you need those for people to fucking walk. The reason why you have columns from the Wall Street is because communists will not fucking raise New York City and rebuild it. It's not how it fucking works. That's why this image is so beautiful. It shows you the wisdom of socialism with Chinese characteristics. Like, the reason why you need to develop the forces of production isn't because of capital and the ideology. Look, all these fucking left comms are idealists. They think capital is an idea. They think it's an idea, right? So they think everything in reality is just dust. Max Stirner egoism. Oh, everything's a spook. It's all an illusion. Everything's just an illusion. Only I am in the Matrix and I see the true reality. Like, it doesn't matter what fucking ideology you have. There's gonna be things that remain. It's going to look very similar to our current reality. If you're looking for a way out of our... Let me tell you something. If you're looking for a way out of our present world, you're a fucking Nazi. If you're looking to go to the sacral essence of our world, go through this world, march through this world, you're a communist. You want to know why? Hitler and the Nazis and Mussolini and all those people... They looked at the world that existed and they thought that this world was all a myth. It was all an illusion. It was all a conspiracy. Nothing was real. These neo-Nazis, literally to this day, to this fucking day, call me a grifter because I follow the rules of the platform I'm on, and I don't fucking show swastikas and edgy shit. Because for them, anything that appears to contradict the present world the most, regardless of its rationality, regardless of its objectivity, is the stamp of authenticity. The more you rebel against the current world, the more authentic you are. But what do you know? What do you know that there's literally neo-Nazi terrorist organizations that literally instruct their members to sexually abuse children to defy the authorities? Because if society demonizes pedophilia, that must mean pedophilia is actually good. That's how these sick fucks think, you know? Just like the anarchists who hate this. If this resembles our world in any way whatsoever, that means it's false and it's evil and bad.
Infra 8 SUNGORILLA. Infra 8 SUNGORILLA.
Thank you, Spiros. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Let me show you some really dark and disgusting responses. First of all, this is basically the typical response, right? We have an anime profile picture. Hate, 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 hate. I hate it so much. They fucking ride with hatred, seething hatred. They fucking hate it so fucking much, dude. They hate it more than Nazi Germany. For them, at least Nazi Germany was extreme in some kind of way. This is not extreme enough. They fucking hate it. They hate reconciliation. They hate coming to peace with this world. They hate making peace with their father. They hate reconciliation with the father. They fucking hate this image so much because this image reminds them of their dad who says, "Get up and go get a job." That's what it fucking reminds. They hate it more than anything. More than anything. Let me show you more of these. I know they're in the show queue. Shut the fuck up. Help, this thread is so delusional. I don't want to call a tweet thread. These are literally insane ravings. Watch them. This is literally just like a capitalist America, but make it red. Are you fucking stupid? What do you think overcoming capitalism means? Do you think socialism is a different world and a different reality? It's not. Literally read Marx and Engels. Socialism comes from capitalism. It's not going to be some like totally different world, okay? You don't even know what it means for capitalism to be overcome. You think overcoming capitalism is Chaz and fucking running in the woods in the forest and making an alternative lifestyle commune. That's not what overcoming capitalism is, you fucking dumbass. Capitalism doesn't fucking mean anything that bears resemblance to the world that makes me feel bad about myself personally and psychologically. Literally go see a therapist and stop muddying communism and socialism with your personal psychological problems with the world. Literally go listen to Jordan Peterson and he'll help you get through your issue. But as far as socialism and communism is concerned, it's not about escaping into a different reality. It's about developing the essence of this reality, this one, which means capitalism taken to its extreme becomes its opposite. That is literally what Marx and Engels wrote. You develop the forces of production so extremely, you overcome capitalism itself. Because what is capitalism? Do I have to explain to you what capital is and the origin of capital and how capitalism is overcome? Simple. I'll explain it to you. Capitalism, MCM, is sustained by the abstraction of M, money. Money is blind to any determinate relations in this world. Money elevates every single commodity as an equal leveler, right? The way you overcome that is not by eliminating everything altogether. It's by making the distinction that gives rise to money and capital determinate. So in the Soviet Union, this was the relationship between state property and the kolkhozes. It's about making private property a determinate relation, making the basis of money itself based in a determinate reality. How does this work in China? In China, this is through Chinese socialism with Chinese characteristics. The fact that China replaces what is the equivalent of the financial sector in America with building infrastructure. Instead of just dwelling in all these financial abstractions, China pays for its economy through actually building real material things. Through the accelerated development of the forces of production, eventually capitalism itself, eventually the abstraction of money itself dissolves. It dissolves in the determinate relationships between different forms of property, which eliminates and dissolves property itself. That's what it means to overcome capitalism. You don't fucking overcome capitalism by retreating into the big rock candy mountain. Okay, there's some TOS shit, but we have a lot of anarchists who are talking about like TOS actions they want to take. Violent actions that they want to take. So I'll just leave it at that. That's how much it triggers them. That's how fucking much they're mad about it. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. He's an egoist anarchist. It burns all the same. So edgy, dude. You're so fucking cool. You're so fucking cool and edgy. Actually, I'm against all states. So when the communist state emerges, it'll be the same. No, it won't be the fucking same thing. Because in that context, you're just going to be a fucking shill for the Anglo-Saxon imperialism that is trying to reclaim America in this hypothetical scenario. So no. You're not going to be a consistent anarchist. You're going to be a fucking shill for the liberal counter-revolution, which is what you as an anarchist have always been, because you're no different than a fucking fascist. You are a fucking fascist. You are a fucking fascist. That is what you fucking are. You people are the same. Look at this other anarchist. Look at this other anarchist. Look at this anarchist. God, I want to burn this all down. I'm a force of destruction. Any form of human reality and creativity and flourishing, I hate it. I just hate everything. I hate everything so much that it's almost like I want to create a party based on hatred, and I want to seize power so that my hatred can flow through all society. Let me look at history. Oh, that Hitler guy wasn't so bad after all. He hated everything just like I hated everything. Ooh, that Mussolini guy was just like me. Hatred, hatred, hatred. Burn, burn, burn. This is literally the speech the Nazis generals were giving after Stalingrad. Burn it all down! War of annihilation! That's what they were saying. You don't think anarchists and fascists are the same? They don't have the same mental pathology? What do you fucking think the Nazis and the fascists were always saying? They were always having these fantasies of annihilating the world, destroying and conquering everything. These are the same fucking people. It's the same fucking thing. They hate life. They love death. They hate reality. They love fantasy. They never want to grow up. They hate their fathers. They hate their mothers. They hate their family. They hate, 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 hate. That's all they fucking are haters. That's all they fucking are. They are not at peace with this world. You think communists are here to say, we hate this world, another world? No. Communists are the calm ones who say, we understand this world better than the people in power. And the people in power, they're the ones who are anarchists. They're the ones who are revolutionaries, who are fake conservatives. We communists are the true conservatives. It's just that the people in power, when they are faced with a widespread communist movement, they resort to this disgusting, perverse, psychotic shit to keep their power. So when CNN collaborated with the DNC to fuck Bernie, they were being anarchists. They were defying the authority and the convention of American democracy. They were being anarchists. They were doing fuck shit. They were playing dirty. They were burning it all down too. Listen, when Bernie's movement was at its heyday in 2016, these people literally had the same result. I want to burn it all down. Any force of life and novelty and change and positivity, I want to destroy all of it so everyone can be as miserable as me. Everyone can be as miserable and irrelevant as me. Burn it all down. In the Bolshevik Party, they had a word for these fucking people. They called them liquidationists. Spiros, thank you so much. Appreciate it. The liquidationists were the biggest enemies of the Bolsheviks. The worst thing you could be for Bolsheviks was a liquidationist. Someone who wanted to liquidate the party. Liquidate the tradition of the party. Liquidate the history of Russian civilization. Liquidate the history of the achievements of the Enlightenment and the Renaissance and history. The liquidationists wanted to liquefy everything and mold everything to their liking instead of correctly articulating the development of reality as it's developing objectively. The liquidationists, Marx literally said in the 18th Brumaire that the motto of the bourgeoisie was, all that exists deserves to perish. Exactly. It's literally fucking true. All that is solid turns into air. And for these anarchists, all that is solid turns into liquid goo, thought slime. It's all slime. They want to make it all slimy. They hate any reality of positivity. They hate any positivity in this fucking world. Anything. Anything that represents being at peace with this world, having a sober relationship to concrete reality, they fucking hate. Why the fuck do you think they hate me so much? Why the fuck do you think I'm their enemy number one? They're all the fucking same. Anarchists! There is no reality. Shut the fuck up. When you say dumb shit like that, you just exclude yourself from being able to talk and be taken seriously. Actively Antifa and wanted to preserve a specifically anti-fascist mindset but not slide into anarchy. There's no fucking point. There's no fascist tradition in America. So why would you be an anti-fascist? We have the problem of anarchism here, and all of these neo-Nazi LARPers and fascists, they're just anarchists. That's our fucking problem in America, is anarchists. Now maybe if you're in Ukraine, anti-fascism might mean something because you literally have genocidal neo-Nazis in power who are genocidal against Russians. So I get it in countries like that. But in America, there's no fucking fascism. Shut the fuck up about fascism. The problem is anarchism. It's always been anarchism. They have the same mental pathology. It's literally the same thing. Dude, Remember that fucking guy I debated about Syria? That guy, literally, they can't even just follow rules. I tell him about Twitch TOS. He goes, okay, I'll follow the rules. They can't even follow rules that they don't personally agree with. They don't even have the maturity to do that, dude. If you told these people, hey, can you come to a wedding and wear clothes? They'd be like, no, I'm gonna show my cock. Woo! My cock has to be shown. They can't even fucking follow formal rules that they didn't fucking create or agree with themselves. That's how fucking stupid and immature these fucking people are. They're literally anarchists. They don't even know how to fucking follow rules. It's not that they strategically violate rules. They literally do not know how to follow rules. And I am against anyone being censored for political speech. But I'm starting to think that a huge amount of these righties who are being deplatformed literally have no impulse control and literally just they need to say slurs and show swastikas and shit, and they're just stupid and they deserve every fucking ban they get because they're fucking stupid and brainless and they don't fucking know how to follow basic rules. My experience with the third position community, that's my impression of these people. Still, I'm against anyone being deplatformed just for political speech, but at the same time, these people are like, oh, if you're so anti-establishment, why haven't you gotten banned yet? Because I follow the fucking rules. So if you followed the rules, would you be banned? Probably not. It's just that you can't follow the rules. You're a fucking idiot. You don't know how to fucking follow rules. That's your problem. Wow, you expect... Dude, this person was telling me like, yeah, the Nazis were being jailed before they got to power because they were breaking laws. If you break laws, you'll go to jail. That's not a conspiracy. They don't care what your ideology is. The countries have laws. If you break the laws and get caught, obviously you're going to be thrown in fucking jail. These people have this entitled mentality like, no, I can break the laws and not go to jail. I'm entitled to... No, dude, if you break laws, you'll go to fucking jail. That's how it works for anyone. You know? If you get caught, at least. That's not a conspiracy. There are people who are unjustly banned and censored on Twitch for political views. I get it. And unfairly targeted. But these people I was dealing with, they have no impulse control. I feel like they just deserve it at this point. Because they don't know how to fucking... They don't know how to fucking just follow the rules. Dude, remember I debated that third position guy? On their stream on YouTube. Remember, this is YouTube, right? They did a fucking StreamYard in this stream, and they were literally talking about, like, illegal things, like, that they wanted to do. Thank you, 3 Mil. They're like, yeah, they said in Minecraft or in a video game, but it's like, dude, if you can't control yourself this much... Dude, they literally just break laws and then complain that they're being oppressed. Dude, the laws were not made to combat you personally, okay? If you do and say illegal shit, you're gonna get in trouble. And if you break rules, you're gonna get fucking in trouble. What do you expect? But here's the thing. They can't come to peace with the fucking fact that there's a difference between the rules that are external to them and their individual feelings. They just don't understand there's like a time lag between those. Like, even if you want to change the rules, you have to actually like do that on the terms of that external reality. It's not going to be your personal feelings, you know? They think that by breaking the rules, they're like defying the authority. You're not. You're not doing any... I don't get this fucking mentality. I don't fucking get it. I'm trying to understand so much how these people think. And I don't fucking get it. You know, I don't fucking get it. It's like, you don't have to believe in laws personally, but you do have to follow them if you don't want to be put in jail. And it's as simple as that. It's not even, you know what I mean? Like, isn't that common sense? I don't get how people don't get that. You don't even have to believe in anything, dude. You don't have to personally feel and believe in anything. It's just that if you want to avoid the repercussions, you have to obey the rules. At least in public. You know what I mean? But they go out of their way to break rules in public, expecting a different result. Why? I don't get it. I don't fucking get it. I don't understand. Browderite dystopia. Earl Browder, right? This is Earl Browder, who's from the 30s, the 40s, and had a specific communism is Americanism in the 20th century. What does that have to do with it? What is that? How is that Browderite? So what, the Chinese communists are Browderites? Do you actually think a communist America is gonna like be this self-hating Americanism? So according to you, there's two extremes. Browder, who said communism is Americanism in the 20th century, which was wrong, and believed in American special exceptionalism, and self-hating and not even acknowledging that America is your country and the country you live in, and that if you're gonna seize power in this country, you have to acknowledge its traditions and its people. I don't get it. And yeah, you ever notice they all have fucking anime profile pictures? Is that a fucking coincidence? I think not. I think not. And this guy's like, oh my god, red flags. So, I don't know if you understand that there's such a thing as symbols, and that the symbol of a red flag, because you're not smart, you don't understand this, it's not just that there's going to be red flags. This symbolizes the fact that a communist party is in power and is intervening in the economy and gearing and steering the development of the forces of production and running an economy by, for, and of the people. That's what these flags represent. It's almost like there's such a thing as like symbols. But you just think it's the aesthetics. You just think that the government, the economic, the policies, everything is exactly the same, but with a red flag. How? Well, how did you deduce that? What you literally see in the background, massive infrastructure works that are going on. We can't even pass this fucking infrastructure bill fully in America. You think this is the same? Obviously, it's not fucking the same. It's just not extreme enough to fulfill your extreme personal fantasy. But hey lefties, you ever ask the question, why do you have extreme personal fantasies is my question. Like, for example, what about your personal problem makes you want to have cat ears? You're not a cat, you're a human. Why do you have such an extreme personal fantasy that's at odds with reality, huh? I don't get it. Why do you want to have such an extremely discordant relationship with reality? I mean, you realize that reality is very old, like trillions and trillions of years old, tens of trillions of years old. You realize, like, you're not the first human that's ever existed, and there's just some things about this world that you're going to have to come to peace with and come to terms with. And one of those things is that you are not a cat, you're a person. Okay? I mean, that might bother you. That might bother you a lot. But whose fault is that? This is what I always want to tell these fucking lefties, right? You have an issue with reality, right? And you have such an extreme, your fantasy is such an extreme fantasy of such an extremely different reality. Now, whose problem is that, though? Is this your problem? Personally? Or is this reality's problem? Because reality is just out here chilling. It sounds like you're the one with the problem. Like, if you walk into a room and you're like, you just start screaming and everyone's chilling, who's the guy with the problem? Right? You're the one with the fucking problem. Not society, not reality. You are the problem. The society's not the problem. Reality's not the problem. You are. You are. The fact that you have such an extreme desire to make reality so extremely different to fulfill the extreme discontent you have with reality is it's a you problem. Right? And some fucking opportunist piece of shit lefty goes, you know, this applies to trans people as well. How? Trans people literally become normal. They transition and they're just normal. Like, you think you don't speak for most trans people. I know trans people in real life. Those people do not want to be extreme. They just feel that they were born in the wrong body and they adjust accordingly and they live normal lives afterwards, after adjusting. You think they want to be like carnival freaks or whatever? They don't. They want the opposite. You don't fucking know any trans people. Those people just want to be normal. That's what they dream of being, is being normal. You think that they want to be clown circus freaks like you perverted neo-Nazi people? They don't. They don't. It's just a tiny minority of neo-Nazis on Twitter claim to speak for them, even though in actual reality, they have nothing to do with those people. Nothing. Most real trans people in reality do not want to be cats. They just feel they were born the wrong gender or the wrong body or whatever, and that's it. They don't want to be a different species. They don't want to be a different species. They don't have this extreme fantasy. It's not an extreme fantasy. It's not. It's really not extreme. Like, we have men and women in this world who are presenting as whatever, and most trans people, if, for example, it's a trans woman, they just want, or they feel they are a woman. That's it. Or if it's a man, they feel they are a man. There's nothing extreme about it. How is that extreme? You think they go on the street and they hate everyone and they want to change everything to mold them? No, they don't. They want to change themselves to arrive at the normal that they feel is normal. They don't want to fucking change all society. They just want to be normal themselves. And they don't want people to abuse them because of their unique situation. They don't want people to come and abuse them personally just because of their unique situation. That's it. Wanting to be another... Dude, you're fucking wrong. Because all of those people are a tiny fucking minority on Twitter. Shut the fuck up. Dude, please, you don't speak up. You don't speak for trans people. Okay, and this person does? I want you to actually take a vote of trans people in America and see if they think this is what represents them. I'm not speaking for anyone. I don't care. Then get the fuck out of my chat. No one needs you in my chat. Read Bordiga. Here we have another neo-Nazi. We have another neo-Nazi saying to read Bordiga. They're all the same, guys. Left comms, anarchists, neo-Nazis, same thing. They're all the same. They're all the same thing. All extremists are the same. I am not an extremist. I am a capital C communist who believes in the bigness and power of people. I am not an extremist. I do not have an extreme angst. I'm not an angsty teen. I'm not that. That's not what I am. I'm not that. I'm not that. I will never be that. Never, never, Never. Never. But you know the saddest thing of all? The saddest thing of all? Despite this speech I just gave you, despite this speech I just gave you, despite this speech I just gave you, guess what? Guess what? Guess what? Guess what is the most pathetic thing of all? And by the way, all these third positions are allying with these people. These so-called fascist far-right people, they're all allying themselves. Why? Literally that one guy, that Trotskyist fascist guy, they're all fucking allying with this. These are the conservatives? These are the conservatives? You said earlier to respect the law, but your choice said fuck the law. Yeah. Because I was in law school, dumbass, and I hated it. And second of all, you can say fuck the law. I'm just saying, if you break the law and you get caught, you're gonna be fucking thrown in jail. They're siding with this guy. Like that one guy, Scythe, whatever the fuck his name is. They're all siding. They're getting together. This is the true red-brown alliance. That's the true red-brown alliance right there. As a colonizer, I rarely say this, but this is some straight-up colonizer shit. What? How? How is that meaningfully colonizer shit? In what way? Oh, this explains. He's 18. There you go. There you go. This is what Bay Area said, though. Remember what Bay Area said? This is just socialism with colonizer characteristics. These people are genocidal. They literally want to remove every single American, rural American, who are the majority of this country, and they want to remove them. They've been living here for hundreds of years, but apparently they're all colonizers. Land back is a concern to be met. Indigenous people are such a small minority of this country that how does land back mean they get everything? They need this whole country, the whole thing, as their property? They don't even want that. Listen, you lefties are the #1 enemy of indigenous people. Because all indigenous people in America want is to have, like, basic dignity. They want to have land. They want to have sovereignty, self-determination. And you're raising the bar so fucking high that it will always be impossible. Listen. Look, forget about what you think about what they want to do to America, right? Listen, leftists, you will never abolish America. You will never be successful. You are an ant compared to the might of the American people. You will never, ever be politically successful. Ever. Fucking AOC can't even fucking be politically successful. So what are you objectively actually doing? Politics is people. That's what politics means. If you are out here talking about shit like this, colonizer this, colonizer that, what is the objective result of what you're doing? Like, what are you doing objectively? Think about it. What is your objective position in relation to reality? Are you actually abolishing the colonial settler state? Or are you just objectively ostracizing yourself from the ability to ever be politically relevant in this country whatsoever? But we do Chaz, Haz. We're just going to make Chaz again. Trump was going to fucking send the federal government to dissolve Chaz. All you did was Chaz was polarize the country between Democrats and Republicans. You literally gave the Fox News and the Republicans a fucking media story to shit on the Democrats. All you are is an embarrassment for Democrats. The only fucking reason Chaz lasted as long as it fucking did. If they dip out, they surrender to me. If they dip out, they just surrender to me. So that's not my fucking problem. If they dip, I am going to get to them. If they dip out, they just surrender to me. Now, I'm hungry. I'm going to grab my food. I'm going to eat during this debate. Because I don't respect this fucking loser. We have avenged Wennan. When we get to 800, I will consider the mission complete. We need 800. We need to get to 800, though. We have to get to 800. If we don't get to 800, we lost. So are you guys going to let us lose? It hasn't moved. 704 likes. Unbelievable. Fuck 800, we need 1,000. I don't know if 1,000 will be possible, but at least 800. At least 800 to make our statement. To make our statement. We have to make our statement. Thank you, Raswa. Appreciate you, man. Thank you. Are you memeing or do you care this much about fucking Twitter? I do care this much because I literally just gave you the origin story of infrared. Was that we saw this image get shared on Twitter, and the way in which lefties responded to it depressed us so fucking much. And now that I've actually made an impact, I don't want that to happen anymore. I want us to win. I want us to win this time. Sick of being a loser. I'm sick of being depressed, watching beautiful things get shit on by American leftists. So yes, this is serious to me. This is serious to me. I am sick of the liquidationist left destroying, spiting, and mocking and shitting on and ruining every beautiful good thing that happens to emerge. Can we have one beautiful thing that survives? Can we have one glorious, beautiful thing that endures? Just one thing. Just one thing. Just one Stalingrad. One last stance where we endure, we prevail, and we survive. Just one time that we can set the tides in the other direction. That's all we need. One big impact. One, I am telling you, let me say something. Art is literally a form of religious worship. Wennan's art is my religion. That is my religion. That is the way you express devotion to God. That is how much his work is important for me and for the Infrared Project. It is literally sacred. It is literally sacred. Okay? It's not gonna amount to anything until it's 800 likes. It's not gonna amount. We gotta break the ceiling and rise to the top. 800 likes minimum. I would say 1,000 minimum, but I'm generous. I'm thinking we need 800. You know what I mean? Imagine you're browsing on Twitter and you see this fucking tweet with 1,000 or 800 likes. You will lose your mind. You're like, what the fuck is going on? Is something happening with the CPUSA? What is this new vision? What is this new aesthetic? What is this new vibe? What is this new thing? Interesting. What's going on? People are gonna think something's going on. And if people think something's going on, that's how shit ends up going on. You understand? It's a self-fulfilling prophecy. Self-fulfilling prophecy. Literally, this is the, listen. This is the one image that will polarize the left. All of the leftists who hate this, I hate America, settler colonialism, I want to burn the American flag. Those are our number one enemy. And I'm drawing a line in the sand. You're either with this image or you belong in the dumpster. Liking this is how you prove your loyalty. All you have to do is like it. This is the one thing I demand. I demand of you, the audience. I demand one thing. Go like this image. You don't have to pay me anything. You don't have to even subscribe. All you have to do is go like this tweet. Go fucking do it! We are holding the line. 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 You understand? We are holding the line. If you like this image and if you retweet this image, you have just done your duty to infrared. You understand? I never give you orders. I am giving you the order to go like this fucking image. We are at 738. We need 62 more likes and then we can move on. We need 62 more likes and then we can move on. Once I see 800, I'll be at peace. And we'll check the Reddit and we'll move on with the stream. Okay? We need 800 likes. Okay? 800 likes. Keep retweeting. Keep retweeting. Keep holding the line. Keep retweeting. Keep holding the line. Link the tweet. I'm going to regularly link it. Keep holding the line. Keep holding the line. We're at 743. We need 55 more likes. Just 55 more likes. 55 more likes, okay? 55 more likes. 55. This is how we win. This is how we win. We cannot let them win. We cannot let them win. Cannot let them win. They've won for too long. We, Infrared, we witnessed them win, and we said, no! That's why we made Infrared, because we did not believe that these people should win. They should not win. We said they cannot win. They should not win. They must not win. 42 likes left. We need 42 likes, and then we can move on. Did the debate happen already? Yes. We need 42 more likes, and then 41 more likes. 41 more likes. 41 more likes. And then we will have made our dent on the online left. Keep retweeting. Keep retweeting. Keep retweeting. We need 41 likes. We need 41 likes. Wake up your grandma right now. I don't care if she's sleeping. Wake up, grandpa. I don't care if he's sleeping. Wake up, everyone in your family. It's an emergency. Everyone has to go like this tweet. Everyone in your life must like this tweet. Your family, your friends, your girlfriend. your co-workers, everyone in your life has a duty to go tell everyone in your life to go like this tweet if they love you. If they don't like it, they don't love you. Make it, if you love me, you'll go like this tweet. Everyone in your life, even your random acquaintances, go on your phone, contact every single person in your contacts, tell them to go like this tweet. Every single person you know, everyone in your contacts, there is no excuse. No excuse. Not everyone has a Twitter. Then tell your lazy grandma to make a Twitter. And stop sitting around watching soap operas and actually do something for a good cause. Already contact my relatives who I haven't spoken to in 10 years just to like the tweet. Exactly. No excuses. No excuses. Even if you haven't talked to your relatives in 20 years, rekindle right now and tell them to like the tweet. No excuses. No excuses. Text your ex. You have an ex-girlfriend? Text her. Rekindle your relationship by telling her to like this tweet. Go tell your baby mama to like it. Go tell your baby mama to like it. Everyone in your life has to like this tweet. Everyone. We have 28. We just need 28 more likes. We're so close. Retweet. If you haven't retweeted it, retweet. Retweet this image. We literally just need 27 more likes. Just 27 more likes. Just 27 more likes. That's it. That's all we need. It's so close. It's so close. It's so fucking close. Text your girlfriend right now and say, like this or we're breaking up. If you love me, you'll like this. Tell her right now. If you love me, you will like this. Tell her right now. Tell her right now. This is a holy mission. This is a 26 more likes. We just need 26 measly more fucking likes. How fucking hard can it be to go and fucking like a tweet? How fucking hard can it be? How fucking hard can it be? Do you understand? Tell your coworkers, tell your boss. Go tell your boss to like it or you're quitting. Tell your boss, like this or I'm quitting. If you're in school, if you're in a Zoom class meeting, raise your hand in Zoom, interrupt the teacher, interrupt the class, say, I have an announcement. I need everyone to go like this tweet or I'm quitting the class. There's no excuse. There's no excuse. Just sent it to my exes with this. All this talk about a future of CPUSA got me thinking about the future we could have had. You don't have to respond. Tell your mama I miss her cooking. Exactly. Jackson is literally setting the example for what everyone needs to be doing. Everyone has to do that. He's literally setting the example for what you have to do. He's holding the line. He's leading the cause. We need 15 measly likes. 15 measly likes. Okay? 15 measly likes. Okay? If the IRS is after you, go meet up with the IRS and tell them, okay, fine, I'll pay my taxes, but like this tweet. If you're in prison, tell the prison guards to like this tweet. It doesn't matter what your situation is. It don't matter I don't care what your situation is. I don't care what your situation is. If you're in the middle of a war zone, run out and tell the enemy, hey, stop, like this tweet. I don't care what your situation is. There is no excuse. Zero excuses. I just told my son to like her and I'm uninstalling Fortnite from his computer. Good. 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 We need 5 more likes. 5 more likes. Two more likes. 2 more likes. This is our Stalingrad. This is our Stalingrad. This is our final stand. We are holding out. We will not let these lefties win. We will make our impact on the internet. For once in a long time, the forces of good have prevailed over evil. Good wins. This is proof. This is proof. This is proof that there can be hope, not just despair. This is proof. Proof. We are not just condemned to despair. We can have hope. Thank you, Mishke. This is proof we can do it. This is proof. This is proof that CPUSA 2036 isn't just a dream, but can become a reality. This is proof. They doubted us. They said we couldn't do it. But we did it. We did it with ease. All those who doubted us said that this image sucked and was mocking us and making fun of it. I remember a year ago when all of left-wing Twitter was dogpiling on the beauty of Wennan's work. And I had so much despair. But I had a tiny, tiny flame of hope. And I believed one day they will not ratio us. We will ratio them. We will be hegemonic and dominant. They will see the beauty of this vision. They will see the beauty of what this means. They will see the greatness, the beauty, the wisdom of a socialism with American characteristics. They will one day witness the revival of American communism and a real American left. They said it wasn't possible, and that the only choice was between neo-Nazis and blue hairs, was between Republicans and Democrats, gripers and catboys. We provide the alternative path, the true path, the true center. They want to do everything in their power to make you believe we are not possible. But we are here, and we're not going anywhere. And even if I'm long gone from these platforms, you will remember me. You will remember that this was a real alternative, a real vision, a real path. The neo-Nazis are seething. The lefties are seething. They're united against us, the true communist center. The battle is not over. We have planted our flag on the hilltop, and we have declared victory. But the war continues. We have now begun the road to 1,000 likes. I don't know how long it'll take. It may take a day. It may take 2 days. But we gotta get this to 1,000 likes. Our mission has been accomplished for now. But we get this to 1,000 likes, and we will have won the war, not just the battle. With 816 likes, our enemy retreated. They were but a mere 20 likes away from us before, and now they stand at a measly 400 likes. They will never catch up to us. The grace, power, and glory of Wennan's drawing makes the vampires writhe like showing them garlic. The hatred they feel is nothing to the power of love, bigness, and might. Like shining light on a bunch of raccoons scourging in the dust garbage, fucking stealing food. We've exposed them. We've exposed the left. We've exposed the lefties. This is our Stalingrad, and we have turned the tides. We have turned the tides of war. And now we are on the counter-offensive. We won the Battle of Stalingrad, and we're gonna win the war. It's the road to Berlin. It's the road to 1,000 likes. So many doubted us. And what did that amount to? But a mistake, foolishness. We stand a mere 180 likes away from 1,000 total likes, and it may take a day, it may take 2 days. This war is not over, and we will win this war. That much I am now absolutely confident in. I have nothing but absolute confidence that this war will now be won. We did it. We proved we could do it. Against overwhelming odds. Against overwhelming odds, we have prevailed. Never saw it coming. They never believed it could exist. But the one they feared, in his tongue, he is Gorilla Sun. Infrared! I'm just kidding, okay? Now we can go on the Reddit, okay? Now we can move on. Now we can move on. Now we can move on. The evil has failed. No, you know what? We're gonna sing a song. Now, we don't agree with Trump. We don't agree with Trump. But there is a song that does resonate with our victory.
President Trump is a mighty man, running this country the best that he can. The media swarms and the networks lie, but he doesn't flinch, he's a fearless guy.
Get out the way, all you lefties, get out the way. All you lefties, get out the way. All you lefties, get out the way.
President Trump is a mighty man.
Infrared is the working man. CPUSA 2030. We will win and the done. Get out the way. All you anarchists, get out the way. All you fascists, get out the way. Antifa to our infrared's rising.
President Trump is a mighty man.
Doing our best to win as we can. The views are up and the follows up. We are winning on our Trump. Get out the way. All you lefties, get out the way. All you lib shits, get out the way. Infrared's rising and we're gonna get a roll. Infrared is a mighty force.
All you wranglers better beware.
You better beware. Good has won. Get out the way. All you haters, get out the way. All you lefties, get out the way. All you anarchists, gonna get brighter. So we're gonna change the lyrics up, but I agree the spirit of the song is what we agree with. We don't agree with the message. We're not for Trump, but we agree with the spirit. You understand? This is gonna be the new CPUSA anthem. They're gonna sing this at CPUSA rallies. Trust me, it's going to be a bunch of boomers and young people. They're all going to be at these rallies. They're going to be singing these songs. It's going to be thousands of people. Now let's change up the lyrics. Let's change up the lyrics. Let's change up the lyrics. Let me show you. Infrared is a mighty force, doing our best to rise as we can, doing everything that we need to do. Then again, and our way is true. Get out the way, all you lib shits, get out the way. Anarchists, get out the way. Antifa to I gotta change that lyric up.
President Trump is a
mighty force, we are winning the best that we can, doing our best to get those views. CPUSA 2036, get out the way. All you lib shits, get out the way. Anarchism, get out the way. Ultra leftist Haz on a roll and it's gonna get greater.
President Trump is a mighty man.
Doing our best, the best that we can. The evil will lose and the good has won.
Never have we seen those numbers
up.
Get out
the way. All you lib shits, get out the way. Anarchism, get out the way. Ultra leftists, we're on a roll and we're gonna get greater. There we go. That's enough. Remember that song. We're gonna do our own song. I'm gonna produce my own song. That's going to be just like that. I'm inspired by that song. You know, we think these people are misguided. They're misguided, but the spirit of the song, that's what we need. Get out the way, all you lefties, get out the way. Anarchism, we're on a roll and it's going to get greater. That's what I'm talking about. You understand? Get out the way, Ultra lefties, get out the way. Anarchists, get out the way. All you lib shits. You understand? This is what they fear. 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 Do you understand? They are trembling at the possibility of this. They don't want us to win. They don't want to see victory. They don't want us to win, chat. They don't want us to win. But we will win. We will win. The good has won and the evil will fail. The evil will fail and the good has won.